Ooh, we love a nice story with a little bit of, I don't know, gambling. Am I the asshole for not paying when I lost a bet? My GF and I have been living together for about a year, and one of our main arguments is around my boxer mix max. My boxer mix max. I don't know why I read it like that. He is a boxer mix. Its name is Max. She thinks she's a dog whisperer because her dog Jupiter is basically the perfect pet, and I'm a lousy dog owner. Sounds like you guys have a great relationship. I think it's because she has a border collie that just trained themselves. Yeah, boxers can be pretty goofy, man. Boxers are very loyal, very goofy. My grandpa absolutely loves boxers. Every boxer I've known, very loyal, great dogs, bit goofy, very goofy. Border collies, a little different, but it is what it is. Dogs do have different temperaments for the most part. A little bit of training, though. You can get a boxer that's just as well trained as a border collie, but some dogs are definitely easier to train than others. She hasn't developed any of the normal routines that dog owners do, like put their shoes out of reach or never leave food unintended, and gets angry everything she pays for it, right? She left a grilled cheese and Max helped himself. She was pissed and told me I was the asshole for not training my dog. I argued no dog is going to turn down a grilled cheese, and then after arguing around, we agreed to see if Jupiter is that impressive by leaving steak in front of him, leaving and seeing if he sneaks a bit. She said $100 was on the line, and I said sure, and then said it was too low and said $1,000, and I admit I agreed because I didn't think it was possible for me to lose. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Our fattest cat will only eat dry food. We could try to give him fresh food, tuna. We could give him wet cat food. We could give him the expensive wet cat food. He will not eat it. He will only eat dry food. And it's not because we trained him to do that, right? We have another cat where if I were to leave an entire tuna steak out, she would destroy it in a matter of seconds. You know what I mean? I don't even know that she would chew appropriately. But it is what it is. Well, we cooked steaks and put 2 on plates near Jupiter and left. She reminded Jupiter to leave it, and we left a phone to record in case he licked but didn't eat it. But she didn't train Jupiter either, according to you. She hasn't developed any normal routines that dog owners do, like put their shoes out of reach or never leave food unattended. So the dog just was just naturally trained? The dog is just chill? That could be a possibility. I don't know. I need some context here. We left for 5 minutes. Jupiter didn't seem tempted. I was honestly shocked. I didn't think it was possible. I admit I'm kind of impressed. Max would have eaten it immediately, but now I cannot afford to pay the $1,000. My GF wants me to pay it to her in increments, $200 a month until I paid it. You guys have I'm going to be real with you. Like, this is not, if she's serious, this is not going to work out in the long term. You guys are going to be arguing about your dogs consistently, and she's demanding $200 a month from you. I mean, you gambled, but how serious were you about the bet? I'm trying to talk her into lowering the price. I already paid her $100, but she thinks I'm the asshole for agreeing and then backing out. You guys are in a relationship, right? Do you guys share money or what? I already admitted she won, and I only make $21 an hour. I'm not rich. I think she's getting a bit greedy and smug from winning, but am I the asshole for trying to go back on paying the entire $1,000 after losing our bet? I mean, you did bet, man. I don't know what to tell you. You did bet. I guess it would depend on how serious you are. In that situation, would feel good about the fact, if I was the person with the dog that didn't eat the food, I would feel more reward from it would be like a smug victory for me, being like, yeah, I told you my dog is the shit. That enough would be an award for me. I wouldn't make you pay the $1,000. I would gladly take the 100, but I wouldn't make you pay the 1,000. But it kind of depends on how serious you are. If you got really heated with me or something, but I can't imagine arguing with somebody like this about this because it is what it is. I feel more aggressive about people that have people that are such bad owners that their dogs run, they escape often, they are heinous, they're menaces in the neighborhood, they might bite people. That's what I normally get more worked up about. If your boxer was doing that, which I have seen boxers that are like that because they have shitty owners, I'd feel a bit different, but it is what it is. You're the asshole. You raise the stakes yourself, dude. You can't cry to her now saying it's too much after you yourself said that $100 wasn't enough. That is true. You did say that. But maybe he was like, maybe it was an exaggeration. Maybe it wasn't that serious. He thought it was like a meme. You have a negative 100 comment karma, man. Listen, I'm like, I'm willing to give you some leniency because you have a boxer and I have a personal, well, I like a lot of dog breeds, man, but boxers, you know, my grandpa had them, so I grew up just really liking boxers, but I'm aware of how goofy they are. However, you did raise the stakes yourself, which is, you know, usually not a good idea. You're the asshole, but a bit of everyone sucks here. It's laughable complaining about losing a bet that you raised the stakes in. No pun intended. You're delusional and should delete this post. However, I will say that although she won fair and square, she's still your girlfriend. I don't know how y'all's relationship works, but I know if I made a bet with my GF like this and the stakes were that high, she wouldn't pressure me to pay and vice versa. It's supposed to be fun, not an invitation to rob one another of their money that will ultimately go to the relationship anyway if you're living together. I actually kind of agree with this, as much as people might not. You guys are still in a relationship, and it kind of sounds like immediately out the gate that she kind of just like you guys argue a lot, but I don't know. Definitely don't pay her so she has a fair opportunity to end it with you. Do people actually take them serious? Most bets are fun jokes. Can I go ahead? Can somebody go ahead and throw me? You're such an asshole. You're the asshole. Honestly, happy she's standing her ground. I imagine the dog-free people would find this and be like, you're both assholes for owning dogs. I'm really just kind of looking for the one person that's going to say this story is fake. Oh, let's see. Holy shit, these comments are insane. I almost never chime in on these, but not the asshole, not the asshole, not the asshole. Yeah, sure, you made a bet with your girlfriend. I read this to my GF. We're both dog owners, and we laughed so hard. Immediately, we both agreed we would never hold each other accountable over a bet like this. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like some people take this stuff very serious. That's what that's the problem. It's hard without knowing them to know like how serious this was, because I imagine like, me and my significant other doing that. If we do this, she, first off, my dogs are going to be the well-trained ones, okay? Done this many times in my life. Took, the most aggressive, high-energy breeds and calmed them down a bit, got them trained. But I would not make her pay me $1,000, And, I also like a little goofy little dum-dum dog, We keep the shoes away from him. We don't leave food. I'll live. I'm surprised there's not anyone saying it's fake. Her telling Jupiter to leave it was cheating, and you know it. But you need to train your dog. Her telling Jupiter to leave it? Yeah, but if he told his dog to leave it, then they're both in the same realm there, and his dog would probably still eat it because it's a boxer that's not trained at all. You for not training your dog better. My dog isn't perfect, but knows not to eat food like that. I don't know it, man. It's a steak. Don't welch on bets ever, even with your significant other. I want to know. I want to do. I need to do a poll and determine how many of these people that are saying don't welch on bets ever. I need to know how many of them are in a relationship and how they'd feel. Like if they were in a really good relationship where you guys just are, you actually enjoy each other's company, if you would feel the same about the bet. Maybe you would, but maybe that's why you're single. I don't know. What would you do if she lost and didn't pay? You'd probably be crying about it. Give her the money loser. I mean, I guess it depends. Like if I put myself in his shoes and we were doing this, I would not be. I mean, no, I say probably. I would definitely not be crying about it. I'd be like, it's $1,000. It's a lot of money. It's okay. I'd be more smug about the fact that my dog won. You know what I mean? And didn't eat the food, but I wouldn't be like, you definitely owe me the money. But different relationships. Glaringly obvious. Well, man, I don't know what to tell you. Reddit has decided. The cool thing about dog stories is people get very passionate about it here on Reddit, like very, very, very passionate. Because there's the dog-free subreddit people. They always find stories about dogs. Trust me, dude. It's like it's cool that you don't like dogs. I understand your dog-free life. That's fine. If you have an annoying neighbor that their dog gets out, you should say something about that. Their dog shouldn't be running in your yard or scaring your kids or your cats or whatever. But they will find a story of a guy who just is like, I love my dog. He's great. Dog never does anything bad. And they'll be like, one day he'll snap, especially if it's a pit. But we don't even need to get into that. You both, it's gonna be a rough time for you guys. Divorce, maybe. I don't know.